A demon lord, huh? What's he like? Is he good looking or what?
Oh yeah, that fancy old dude. A total daddy. He could so get it any way he wanted.
Yukikaze, you'd never change a bit, do you? You could grab any guy by the balls and he'd be all yours.
Would you stop? He's the freaking demon lord. Don't you even know what that means? And anyway, I'm fairly positive you're not his type.
How do you know that? I could give him beautiful demon lord babies.
All right, that's it. Has somebody spiked your milk or something? The point being, there was something like 300 sandwolves there, you know? And that guy literally squirts the whole pack in less than a second. A person like him invites disaster.
Mikan, did you already forget how that fancy old dude saved your life?
Okay, fine, that's fair, but
I'll happily pay him back with my body.
live your best life. Just leave me way out of it.
And I want some more of that creamy milk stuff in my belly.
Walking. You had Hades, and yet you accomplished so little.
Look, you may be good at giving orders, but when it comes down to it, you're a total coward.
No, that dragonkin just happened to possess powers out of the ordinary. That's all it was.
To be perfectly honest, the appearance of this demon lord concerns me quite a bit more than the dragonkin ever could.
Lord Utopia.
Though it's true we revived the Demon King, there are rumors that he was killed by this demon lord. In any case, it seems Hades requires more sacrifices and power. We'll destroy the capital by allowing Hades to consume everything both good and bad. Kraol, that useless, incompetent fool. How could he have stumbled over such a tiny pebble?
So, what's that village? Seems like a pretty desolate place from the looks of it.
That happens to be my village.
Huh?
What? It's my territory?
So you're fine with the way things are going here. Have you seen it?
I have no interest in running a stupid territory. Besides, someone they sent from the church is officially—
Luna's just a public face used to rally support. Probably a blessing. She's good at magic, but she'd suck at running a territory. Someone like her would raise taxes like crazy and cause a revolt faster than she could say, let them eat cake. I imagine she'd get herself slapped into the stocks her very first day on the job. They probably dumped this particular land on Luna to keep her away from the better areas and their own interests elsewhere.
Message. You. I have a strong suspicion that the church is manipulating Luna like she's no more than a puppet. What do you think?
I agree. The nobility and the church brass most likely decided to take full advantage of her naivete by choosing to stick her with the most problematic land.
In which case, they can't really complain if we take this rejected piece of Earth, right?
You plan to use this village?
Why not? It's only Maiden territory, so no one should interfere. It's pretty convenient. A corner of the village.
Demon Lord, what is it you're planning to do here?
Nothing much. Just considering possibly running a doctor's office for the people.
Oh, you mean with Miss Yu? If Miss Yu works as a doctor, people from all over the kingdom will come.
Well, Chief, how about around this area?
It looks a little cramped. See, I was thinking about building a hot spring resort right next to it.
A hot spring, huh? That sure sounds lovely.
Let's be real, it's hard to find anyone who hates hot springs. So if I open up a hospital and hot springs together, I could rake in double the income. Boom! I could even sell soap in some kind of package deal and have a really nice little business.
Well, if it isn't Miss Luna, it's so nice of you to come and see us. Wait a second! It's that man from the wanted posters!
Yeah, the Demon Lord. And I've forced him to cooperate with me.
From this day forward, Luna and I will be looking after this village together, thanks. Get back to the church or whatever and pass the news on to whoever needs it.
Pardon me, but shouldn't we really be discussing this with my superiors first?
Superiors? I'm afraid I'm not exactly following. Luna is the rightful lord of this territory, and she wishes to run things her own way from here on. But it kind of sounds to me like you're suggesting the church and your highly questionable superiors are the true lords of this territory and this village.
Oh, no, not at all. Of course this village belongs exclusively to Miss Luna.
Well, I believe you've answered your own question then. Now run along and do as I said.
Yeah!
So, you can be a surprisingly smooth talker when it comes down to it, huh?
Don't worry about a thing. If you just leave it all to me, I'll help this village get back up on its feet.
So, do you think my allowance could go up at all?
Of course.
Kyon, how are the carrots over there? Not good. They're too skinny to sell for much. How are yours over there? It's bad here too. We need to buy more water crystals. Can we? They're so pricey now. Earth crystals too. The soil is so bad that without crystals, there's no way we'll be able to grow carrots. No one can grow them but us, so at least we can get a good price from the harvest. But when I think of how many crystals we'll need...
What's the deal with the rabbit-eared people?
They're a race called bunnies. What they say is that long ago the Cherub loved and adored them. There aren't many of them, but they're all gathered here to live together.
Adored, huh? Almost seems more like they're being quarantined here.
Because the Kingdom of Holy Light kind of hates all the other races except humans. Hold on, what did you do that for?
No reason, really.
All you wanted was to touch my butt, am I right? I'm right, aren't I? You know I'm right!
Could you save your dreams for bedtime? I, for one, would like to go hear what the bunnies have to say.
Oh, so you're already bored with my butt, now you're gonna go after the bunnies' butts! You're the perviest demon lord in the whole world!
Yes, I can see the water shortage is causing you trouble.
Is there anything you can do, Demon Lord?
You knew good and well that your vassals were in need, and yet you turned your back and didn't help them. Not exactly model Holy Maiden behavior.
It isn't my fault, okay? I was always taught to keep my pretty little hands out of the dirty workings of the day-to-day.
So, you said your name was Kyon, right? Is there a well for water in this village?
Yes, there is. Hop!
Hop?
This is probably obvious, but why do you use the word hop so much? Hop! Well, you can drop it for me, okay? Did you say your name was Momo? You can skip all the hopping, too.
Got it, Bunny.
No, you don't get it at all! What the hell's wrong with these people?
The water well's this way. Hop!
You guys are killing me. Please just guide us there already. Okay, what kind of shape is it in?
Not good. The underground water vein is completely exhausted, and it's likely that digging any deeper would be a complete waste of time and resources.
Ah, that figures.
But we don't have the budget to go out and buy more water crystals, Bunny. We're in trouble, Hop.
He's gonna do something crazy again, but what?
What'll we do?
Let's see, a pulley wheel is a low-level item, so it's only 5 skill points. When you play Infinity Game, plastic bottles filled up with water are the primary recovery item. Cool, I've got 265 skill points. Even if I build the field hospital in Hot Springs, I'll still have some left over.
Well, shall we get started then? One low-level item. Creation. Come on!
I'm getting scared now. Hop! What even was that, Bunny?
How do you do it? Where the heck do you get all that stuff from?
I suppose the simplest answer is a fragment of my intelligence.
Right, that makes total sense.
All right, we should probably go ahead and get this thing attached.
I'll help. I love a challenge.
If the well's exhausted, isn't it kind of pointless to add a pulley wheel? Hop. It's okay. You can trust Mr. Demon Lord. He knows what he's doing.
Using this special pulley wheel of mine is guaranteed to produce water every time. The state of the well doesn't even matter.
I don't think I understand what you're saying.
What's the weirdo doing this time?
Aku, could you bring up some well water?
Sure, I'll try.
See, by twisting this wheel, even Aku can draw water with relative ease.
And all I have to do is turn it like this, right?
You're nuts. You can't draw water from a dry well.
Ah! Look, it's water! Ah!
Okay, what's the meaning of this, Demon Lord?
It's just like you said it would be. It's a total cinch for me to fetch water. Momo, look at this! There's tons of water now!
Are you kidding? How is that possible?
You guys can't speak normally after all! As I thought, it's regular water. I would definitely have to rethink my plan if it was water that recovered HP, but... then again, if water crystals are valuable enough to be sold, it probably wouldn't be the smartest move in the world to let this go public.
Well, you gonna explain? Why is water suddenly coming out just because you added that thing?
Than the most dried up wells. I'm sure it's not hard to understand how valuable an item like this can be for a community. Honestly, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for a war to break out over this thing.
The fact that it's such a low-level item is beside the point.
We'll keep the secret in this village forever. Hop!
We can't thank you enough! Now we can grow healthy carrots again! Bunny!
They're saying it on purpose now. Why must they torture me? Anyway, let's see. The next thing you need for farming is...
I need a mid-level item. Creation. Fertilizer. I assume you know how to use this. I'm counting on you to do whatever needs to be done with it.
Momo, look! This fertilizer is amazing!
Oh, wow! It's overflowing with blessed power!
Well, this should lighten up the mood in the village for a bit at least. We can fix it up all we want, but no one's gonna come here if the whole place is just a bunch of downer bunnies. Just like the thing with the T-bowl. It's hard to process that such utter pieces of crap can be so
So, I've been thinking that I guess you must have some good in you.
You're smarter than that. It isn't out of the goodness of my heart or whatever. Everything I do is for a reason.
Then what's your reason now? Oh, I bet I know. You want to do nasty things to the bunnies!
You're being dumb. Surely you understand that somebody has to operate the hospital in Hot Springs, right? The only thing I want to do to the bunnies is employ them.
Like this!
Oh? Well, if it helps my village develop and it raises my allowance, then I guess I've got no complaints.
That's good, because I'm just laying down the groundwork for now. We'll do more once we return from the capital.
You better be planning to spoil my brains out while we're there. Lots of clothes shopping, am I right?
Why should I have to be dragged into clothes shopping with you?
My goodness, isn't that something? So Miss Luna is taking over the church-run territory. Because she would prefer to handle it all on her own, correct?
The one calling himself Demon Lord. I'm afraid that he may be deceiving her greatly.
Oh, don't worry. If that bad man bothers you so much, you know I'd be more than happy to discipline him myself for you.
Miss Luna has obviously chosen to trust this person. I don't believe we have the right to interfere with that.
That's a crock. Isn't his face already plastered on wanted posters all over the city?
Dona, that's because of the damage that was caused in town. You know what that's about. You wish to punish someone Miss Luna trusts because of a rumor.
Please, you know full well that Blitzo reported one of his remote villages was burnt to a crisp. Besides, didn't this Demon Lord person completely destroy Miss Luna's escort?
According to all the reports I've received, only a single house in the village was actually burned. I think perhaps it could be that Blitzo exaggerated the incident.
Come now! Are you telling me that you don't trust the word of a noble?
Trust is earned. I bestow it based upon a person's merit, not their status. As far as I'm concerned, the reports from—
It's a rare thing for her to act upon something on her own. For the time being, I believe we should wait and see.
Yes, of course. If that's what the Holy Maiden prefers.
As you wish.
What an insufferable person. He is the worst!
I heard you had a rough time the other day. I'm glad you're okay. You ran into Luna in the city of Yahoo, right? How did she seem to be doing? The report I received said that she was traveling with this man who's calling himself Demon Lord, so now I'm worried sick. A dragonkin got involved in the whole mess somehow as well, apparently, so...
I'm in love. For real, I think I'm in love with that man. I can't stop thinking about how perfectly cool he was.
Wait, hold up. Just what exactly are you saying right now? Are you actually referring to that dragonkin?
His crazy speed and that beautiful fighting spirit! His shockwave that literally embodied the form of a freaking dragon!
But Queen, isn't it hard to believe that there was a real dragonkin there? Let alone one who embodies the form of a dragon.
You wouldn't be spouting that nonsense if you'd been there to see him like I was! His strong, powerful fists! His striking figure! His impossibly magnificent good looks! And his cool lines!
Could we calm down a bit?
You gutless worms are too early to face the dragon by around 1,000 years.
He's way too cool for me! I'm rude and I pick fights and my language is pure trash, but he really looked at me as a woman! Zero pure 7! I've gotta go hurry and find Mr. Zero!
Oh, what the? Will someone please explain to me what is happening right now? Queen and Luna are both acting totally weird!